Rick didn't believe in omens. But when the forest swallowed the trail behind him like it was never there, and his compass spun like a drunk ballerina, he began to wonder if the mountain wanted him gone. Rick was 22, full of wanderlust and granola bars. On day 3 of a solo hike through the Rocky Mountains, a remote, under-mapped range in western Canada, he took a detour to photograph a waterfall rumored to be hidden off the main path. That detour became a mistake the moment he stepped into the dense pine undergrowth and the trail behind him vanished. Hours passed. The sun, once a guide, dipped behind thick clouds and let twilight creep in early. His phone dead. His GPS jammed. Even the birds had gone quiet. Only the wind spoke, threading whispers through the trees. But Rick didn't panic yet. He made camp with the skills he'd practiced watching survival videos. He fashioned a lean-to from branches, used a fire starter to spark some dry pine needles, and rationed what food he had. Water came from a nearby stream he filtered through his straw purifier. He'd be fine. A search party would find him by morning. They didn't. Day 2 turned into day 5. Hunger clawed at his ribs. On the 4th night, he awoke to strange sounds like wood being knocked rhythmically against stone. He followed them, half delirious, only to find symbols carved into a tree. Fresh, clean cuts. Someone else had been there, or was still there. He marked his path with torn pieces of his map, tied to branches like breadcrumbs. But every morning, they were gone. It's not blown away, gone, cleanly removed. By day 7, something in him snapped. Not in fear, but in clarity. He stopped trying to find the path out and started trying to find the center of the woods, where all the strange sounds and symbols seemed to converge. If the mountain wanted him, fine, he'd meet it halfway. What he found wasn't a cabin or a campsite, but a hollowed tree, older than the rest, split by lightning and still standing. Inside a journal, pages handwritten. Dated 2 decades ago, a name at the bottom, Evan Lockley. A backpacker declared missing in 2005. The journal detailed every path Rick had taken, every dead end. The last line, "If you find this, you're walking the same circles I did. The only way out is up." Up. Rick looked around. No peaks nearby, just forest. But then he saw it. It's an old fire lookout tower, hidden behind trees grown tall over the years, barely visible. He ran, climbed, sent out an SOS from the radio that by some miracle still crackled to life when he powered it. He was rescued 2 days later by helicopter. As they lifted above the canopy, Rick looked down and saw clear as day a network of trails below, winding through the trees like veins. Trails he should have seen. Trails that weren't there until now. When he asked the ranger about Evan Lockley, the man just shook his head. No one's ever found a trace of him. Rick smiled faintly. He had. But some secrets, he figured, belonged to the mountain. Sometimes the way out isn't forward, it's up. And sometimes the forest lets you leave only when you stop running from it. And that's the end. If you liked this story, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.